everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I am bringing you a 2 for Tuesday. This is a great open tag started by Tom over at Knife Delights. If you haven't already, go check out his channel. He does a lot of knife restoration videos and he really likes his buck knives, so go check him out, give him a subscribe. Today I'm looking at these two knives. And they are the Ontario Wraith. This one is the Fire, and this one's called like Terraria or Terrarium. It's meant to be like leaf or plant related, I believe. The blades are the steel is 1.4116. I don't know if you can see that, and then there's the Wraith logo. And on the back here is the Ontario Wraith Knife Company. Sorry, the light is in there, but it's Ontario Knife Company, the 1889, and I don't know if I can get that without the, see if I can zoom in. There you go. Made in Taiwan, as you can see. The blade has a good belly to it, and a good tip right there. Of course, the main thing that drew me to these knives is that cool handle material. This is the first one I got, the red. As you can see this is a translucent material, so you can see through. There are no liners in here, so you can see the blade straight through there. And just, I don't think the camera doesn't do these things justice. They look really cool in real life. They have a nice back lock on them. The lockup on them is good. No blade play whatsoever. The thumb studs are a little hard to get to sometimes. There is that contour in there, but sometimes it's a little hard to get your hand down in there. And I remember, I don't know if this one did, but I remember this one coming pretty stiff, so that it took me a while before I was able to get that to where I could use the thumb stud. The handle materials, since there is no liners, you can kind of squeeze them like that. They do flex, but it does make this knife really lightweight. Also, the handle materials are they're a little slippery, but you do have this little finger thing right there. But they also have a weird texture to them. It's like if your hands are sweaty, they kind of feel weird. They're not the best for maybe hard use, like FRN or G10 or something like that. But yeah, they are interesting knives. And of course, the color, they look really cool. They're coming in around, the Wraith one I know goes for about 25. This one might be going for 20 to 22 right now. So they're inexpensive knives. They're not. I wouldn't say they were cheap. I don't think they're cheap knives, but definitely inexpensive and they're not the, maybe not the best for really like heavy duty work, but just nice, light, easy cutting tasks. These would be good. The pocket clip on these, it's a small pocket clip, but it is nice. Got some nice tension to it, and it doesn't really, you don't really feel it in the hand when you use this knife. It's really nice and small. When you have it in your pocket, it's not a deep carry clip, but it stops right about there, so you have this tail sticking out. There is that lanyard hole in there. It's kind of a small one. You might be able to put paracord through that, but it is on the smaller side. Well, actually, I've got my rat here. Let me see if I can compare. Actually, that is the same size. Well, rat one might be slightly bigger, but it is about the same size as the rat one. So if you have a rat Model 2, that's about the size of it. In fact, actually, I got it here. Let's compare these two in comparison to the size of the rat. The rat is a little bit bigger because it has the bigger blade. Let me just take this one out of there. Get that one. So yeah, this is definitely, the rat's going to be more expensive than this one, but not by much. So if you are looking for a nice budget knife, I would suggest spending, especially if you're going to just buy one knife, I would suggest buying the Rat. It's going to do a lot better in a lot more situations. This is built a little bit stronger than this one, is what I'm trying to say. The measurement on these knives, so we're looking at a blade coming in around, so from the handle to the tip, looks like we're coming in around just above 2 3/4, it looks like. So just shy of 3 inches. This pocket clip, before the video I tried to switch it because it looks like you can maybe switch it, but when I took it out, I thought this plastic thing would be able to be taken out. You maybe can if you pried it out, but I feel like I would break the knife doing that. So I'm not going to try. Maybe this is switchable, but as far as I know, it is just a right-handed only carry. So for lefties out there, that might be a deal breaker for you. But yeah, let's see, I think that's about it. You can, now, this does have a Torx bit, but the lock here is pin, so I don't believe you'd have to, if you wanted to take this knife apart, you'd have to knock that pin out and then pin it back together, and I just don't know if that would be ideal. So for cleaning and stuff, I wouldn't suggest taking these things apart if that's something you like. Where, yeah, again, I bring the Rat in here. If you like a knife that you can take apart, you can take this thing apart and clean it. These, not so much. So probably for a good budget knife, I would say the Rat is better than these two, but these are still really cool knives, especially with that handle material. And this kind of turned into a Rat versus the Wraith, but didn't mean to do that. But that's just no charge for that extra information there. But I think that, oh, I don't know if I touched on this, but there's that knurling, so you do have that. And if I already touched on this, sorry. And then there's that finger thing there, so you got the grip. Grips are a little slippery. Good blade though, I really like that blade. It's probably the best, besides the handle material colors, this blade is actually a really good blade. It will get a lot of tasks done. With that shape, it's a good all-around blade. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. If you like knife content and pen content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you like this video, please leave a like down there. I really would appreciate it. Also would like to hear from you in the comments down below if you have anything to say. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Keep your pens filled and your knife sharp. And thank you. See you in the next one. Bye.